Okay, fairway bunker lesson 101. Fairway bunker play is very much like fairway play. And the reason, my guess, is that you're having trouble getting out a fairway bunker is the same reason that you may not be striking it purely every single time from the fairway. And it's all what we've been talking about in getting that forward shaft lean at impact and how to do that. Since this forward shaft lean at impact has been such a very difficult thing for us to accomplish in a full speed swing, on this swing I decided to try to throw the club out, which is what we're unconsciously doing on our normal fast swings. We're throwing the club out down at the ball. But because we're always basically releasing early in comparison to when we want to fully release, which is after impact, I decided to throw the club out without staring with my eyes, but focusing on throwing my club out at full extension past my left foot, 2.5 feet, 3 feet past impact. Now, I don't know if this is going to result in a sculled or topped ball. Probably will, but I know that if this is creating forward shaft lean at where the impact of where a ball position would be, this is going to be the right thing to do. I'm just going to have to practice throwing the club into the earth and taking big divots after the ball. And so that's where I need to focus my energy, and I'm guessing that the best ball strikers on earth are doing this. They're focusing their energy in releasing their hands and throwing the club full extension out into the earth past the impact. That's what it feels like anyway. But before you take your swing, the most important thing you can do for fairway bunker play is shot selection. Proper shot selection gets you out. If you have a very shallow lip, use a hybrid. A hybrid won't dig into the sand as much as an iron. It has basically built-in bounce on the bottom of it. I actually think a 5-wood is a great club too out of fairway bunker, as long as you know you can clear the lip and get out, because it sweeps across and it might even bounce off the sand rather than hit really fat through it if you hit before the ball. Also, you have to make sure you have a good lie, and usually in a fairway bunker, because of the trajectory of the way it came in, it's rolling across the top of the sand, and you have a lie like the one we see here, sitting on top of the sand. So this is my fairway bunker, and this is my front lip. This is a rather deep one. There's a trick that if you can't visualize the loft, like here I got 6-iron. If I take my stance and I got my 6-iron here, and I want to hit it with a little forward shaft lean, I can visualize that will shoot about to there, the lip. So 6-iron is not enough loft. Another way you can visualize the loft, I don't know how, some cavity backs don't work very well, but you can stand on a club, and if you're standing with the bottom of your shoe level on the face of the club, you should get a good idea of the trajectory of that club would produce off that lie. Now, if you had a forward kick lie or an up kick lie, you can take that into effect. Make sure that this face of the club is even with the lie. As you can see, my lob wedge, if you point where the shot's going to go, the shaft, and then stand flat on the club, would have that trajectory. Always keep in mind, now if you're pointing flat, that's hitting the 0 forward shaft lean. So you might want to, the same degree of forward shaft lean add to when you do this test. I don't do that test. I just visualize where that face is pointing, and I always err to the side of more loft to make sure you get out of the bunker. So, picking it clean, forward shaft lean contact hitting the ball first, then taking the divot through the sand afterward is key.